collective, all placements, all signs. Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides, what is the message for this new moon? Change is a constant. Yes, it is. That's one thing we can't avoid. Change. It is a constant. Scorpio energy. Scorpio, the sign of transformation. Last quarter is about releasing, letting go, so that change can continue. And this is a new cycle beginning here in Aries. A lot is going on under this sign of Aries. Spirit, change is a constant. The message for the collective. So grateful. Five of Wands. Wow. A change after Five of Wands. That is a blessing. That's what that is. King of Cups. Somebody has a change of heart. Eight of Wands. Let me get the cards on the table before I get in trouble. The Lovers. Three of Swords. Wow. Is at the center of the reading. A change after the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands. Remember, Aries is the Emperor. In Tarot, the warrior as the archetype. Yes, fighter. Standing up for what they believe. Okay. Opening with the Five of Wands, which is jealousy. It involves other people. They're just in disagreement with you. That's their job. That's the position they're supposed to play in this game of life for you. The King of Cups, they could be jealous of you. Maybe because the King of Cups, he knows the value of his cup. And he just doesn't give it to anybody. Somebody could have wanted your cup and you didn't give it to them. You held it back. The Eight of Wands is communication from the crown chakra to the third eye, to your intuition telling you that you deserve more. Wait for what you deserve, right? The Lovers is here. True love. Eight of Wands told you to wait for what you deserve, which is true love, Gemini energy. This new moon in Aries, I believe you could have rejected somebody. Maybe somebody rejected you, but sometimes rejection is God's protection. After the Three of Swords is the Lovers. So the Three of Swords is smack dab in the middle. Yeah. And here's the Empress. So you have current energy is the Lovers, the Three of Swords, and the Tower. It's future energy. The Empress, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Change is a constant. I also feel like there could have been jealousy, somebody from the outside that came into your relationship and broke it up. It was sudden. It was very underhanded. They were manipulative. Okay. Could have been a friend. Had access to more information than they needed to know. Was sent to be around you. Yes. This was their purpose. They were a part of this plan. Well, whoever you were with, the relationship maybe needed to be tested, or it needed to be severed, released, so that something new could come in. But this Three of Swords was inevitable. It's like energy was sent to break that apart. Four of Swords, to fool you, to prepare you for a higher version of yourself, and then to go after what your heart truly desired with the Empress and the Queen or King of Wands. I need to just get this card. Four of Swords again. Really manifesting and praying on what you want. So I definitely feel like others came into your relationship to separate it so that you could rise to a higher version. It was planned. The Fool now under this Aries new moon sets you on a new journey, prepares you for what lies ahead. And you're stepping into what lies ahead in a higher version of yourself, with the Empress being the near future card. Aquarian energy, there's that sudden change, plus you have the Tower. So you have Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag. And the Star here. Definitely Spirit wants you to know change is a constant. What happened in the past isn't going to happen in the future. Why? Because in the near future, you're the Empress now. You needed whatever that negative, heartbreaking, grief-stricken, jealousy, talking about you, being able to discern who is who, what is what, so that you know what to give your time to and what to not even think about going into the future. You grew from that experience. It may have hurt, but you grew. Look at you. Now you're shining. You're shining brightly like a diamond, like Rihanna says, right? A lot of time, a diamond has to go through the pressure before it develops that shine. King of Cups again. All about your heart. Knowing what you deserve and not accepting anything less. That is a task for all of us. Keeping our head and our heart in balance. Keeping our eye on the prize. Some of you feel like Eight of Wands reverse. Things are moving very slowly. Definitely if you are Gemini or Virgo, because we are in Mercury retrograde until the 25th. So could be hard to focus, hard to stay centered. Maybe you are multitasking, working on a lot of different things, which Spirit points out you're still accomplishing stuff. Maybe not the goals and objectives you may have set. They could have fallen by the wayside, but that's because there's so much energy going on. And then amidst all of that, Mercury is retrograde for Gemini and Virgo. So communication could be off. Eight of Wands is also about quick, fast communication. Maybe you're waiting for some type of communication that hasn't come. Collective. And sometimes, again, when we are going through change, transformation, sometimes communication slows down intentionally. Even though the world seems to be spinning very quickly, I feel like for some, it's not moving fast enough. They're not hearing back regarding a decision. They don't see the progress. Others are dealing with nostalgia, memories of the past, feeling sentimental. Somebody could be feeling sentimental about you. What else? Knight of Wands, that could cause them to be impulsive. They may come and see you out of the blue. No pre-announcements. How should we receive this? Leo, Aries, Sag, who all of a sudden started to think about us. feeling sentimental. Ooh, Queen of Cups. So now you have a couple, a King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This leads to the Ten of Cups. So I feel like the past tries to return with the Six of Cups to see if you've really changed. I feel like it's somebody that have something to do with this Three of Swords. Why? Because a new opportunity presents itself. Why? Because you're alone, because you've taken the time to heal, to invest in you, to figure out what you really, really want. And then to go after it and not settle for anything less. King and Queen of Wands. This is what made you rise to the Emperor, the Empress, Aries, the Emperor. Yeah, now you're like determined to seek what you deserve, and nothing less will do. Right mentality. Five of Pentacles. Oof. Isolation. Sometimes we have to put ourselves in isolation, or sometimes spirit puts us in isolation as people drop out of our lives, or for whatever reason we find ourselves in isolation. That is a moment of preparation where we are being prepared for the next stage. That's why there could be a little nostalgia, because there is a period, a void moon it's called, where things are just stagnant, which I was feeling for Virgo and Gemini. Things are still very slow, unable to make a decision, fast movement. It's not happening right now because of Mercury being retrograde, but also because the past needs closure. They do come back. It's fast, it's quick, it's impulsive. They're on a bike. And you know what? They look good, because let's face it, the Knight of Wands is very charismatic too. They just aren't consistent. They get bored of things easy and are ready for the next. So they're not a stationary, stable choice. Page of Pentacles, yeah. This is somebody reminiscing about the past, but choosing their self. When it comes to love, you become goal-oriented. The King or Queen of Wands is very goal-oriented, focused. They have fire, and they are laser-focused, going after what they want. And of course, because they're so focused, shadow energy comes back to test that. Yeah, you passed the test. Okay, what else, Spirit? Because you have the Strength card, confidence, Leo energy. Leo's all about confidence, ruled by the 5th house. It's up to us to take control of our life, to bring happiness, the desires of our heart, what we truly want. First, figure that out. Next, the goal is to obtain it, to muster up that inner power, the courage to say no and mean it, and keep moving forward and get past that void period. Tell me about the King and Queen of Cups. Why are they here? Love knows no distance, and it transcends time and space. Sounds like a past love situation. There's been some times that has transcended between you two. But love knows no distance, and it transcends time. Spirit says he wants you to know that this love that's coming in is very different. I asked, why is the King and Queen of Cups here? And he says that even though there's been distance and time that has lapsed between you, This love that's coming in is true love. We identified that. It's a new love also with the Fool. So we identified that it was the Lovers and the Fool. And because you've grown to the Empress, you're now divine feminine, divine masculine. You are a divine couple. That's why the King and Queen of Cups is here. Both of you are wise. You've grown. You're balanced. You're able to manage your head and your heart. There's going to be a magnetic pull of your twin. It's going to guide you towards each other. Spirit's saying this love, this true love that you're about to embark upon, it comes with sacrifices. You will have to evaluate what you're willing to give up. This is a part of your journey. It comes with sacrifices. What else, Spirit? What else? Twin flame. It's a surprise. Yes, I would say so, because you have the Tower. You have the Star. You have a period of time where Uranus is very determined, almost to the point of rebellion, and all of these major arcanas kind of are ensuring this union comes together. Spirit has some type of mission prepared for you. He says get ready to receive something special soon. The gift could come in the form of love, and it's going to bring the King and Queen of Cups closer romantically. 3D communication or telepathic communication, it's on its way to you. It's going to be a shock or a surprise. You're going to understand it. Twin flames often communicate telepathically. You two can complete each other's sentences. You can feel what each other doesn't. Non-verbal communication. There's a lot going on with this relationship coming in. They want you to know they're thinking about you at this moment. The thought of you never leaves my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I hear remind me of you. It makes me more vulnerable, and I think about you even more. Yes, you could feel this union telepathically. You two probably are preparing to close the distance, to actually reach out with some communication. There's a wanting with the King or Queen of Wands, also a sexual desire, a sexual chemistry. That's definitely existing between the King and Queen of Cups. They are Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectations from me, and I'm trying to prepare for that. I feel far away from you right now. Yeah, this is somebody who feels the distance, and they don't want to let you down. Like, they feel like the expectation is very high, or they expect a lot from you. They're expecting a lot from this next relationship, and they know they have to show up. The King or Queen of Cups knows they have to show up with the type of love that they want. Neither of you want to let each other down. You've done a lot of changing, because change is a constant. Working hard to change, to face up to everything that has happened in my life. I was exhausted and tired. But now I feel inspired by this love that's coming in to make some necessary changes to prepare for our union. Yeah, there's going to be a magnetic pull. Spirit, what is it that these two have to give up? Sacrifice. What do these two have to give up? They do have to change and transform. There's something going on that you are going to have to change. I don't know where you are in this reading. You could be dealing with the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. That often brings about a transformative energy to bring a higher vibration, more stability, more security, something better into our life. And it causes us to change because we can't accept what we've received all along. We have to aspire for more and demand it. Okay? What else? And make a choice about the past, releasing it and choosing yourself. Until you meet that King or Queen of Cups, it's always you. The choice is always you. You're going to know that. Okay, let's summarize this reading, Spirit. Don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. You will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. And that's what happened in the very beginning. I feel that somebody wanted you, but you chose yourself because you wanted more for yourself. You weren't going to allow people to treat you any old way. The King of Cups, like I said, you came out knowing the value of your cup and not giving that cup to anything that didn't deserve you. Never settle for anything less than you deserve. I'm going to give you an angel number here. Holy Spirit, angel guides. Lucky shirt. Love, peace, hope. That was the star, right? And optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. If it's not your baggage, don't pick it up. And moving on to progress. The King or Queen of Wands is very creative. They are pursuing their goals, headed to get what they want. This energy will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. See, your soul ties are changing to bring in much more stability that will support your future growth. Plus, this King or Queen of Cups, somebody that knows you, that aligns with you, that's ready for you, put 0330 in the comments. That's what I'm praying for me and for you. Until the next moon phase, namaste.